The IMDb rating for Supergirl currently stands at 6 out of 10, which is about what I would expect it to be, given the poor critic reception the film is getting from reviews. Metacritic is worse. The Metascore, which is from critics, is 50, and the user score is 4.7. Very low indeed. Now, if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter, which is the critic score on that website, it's 58%. Fair enough. That's around the same. But here's the thing, though. The popcorn meter, which is the audience score, is 77%. Interesting. That's quite high when you think about it relative to the other websites. Just an interesting thing to observe, I suppose. Let's take a look at some mainstream media reviews. They're interesting because one would usually expect them to lean more positively, and some do, but the vast majority I've seen have at least some issue with the film. But many reviews are just mid to negative. So this article is from Variety. Supergirl review: Millie Alcock takes charge in a dystopian superhero movie so flat it's super horrendous. It's got a terrible script and a punk rock attitude of corporate pretension. Yes, that seems to be the general sentiment that I've heard from many critics I would trust. The Irish Times had this: Supergirl review, no fun. Give us back the hangover Barfly. Millie Alcock's spirited performance makes this Superman spin-off just about tolerable, but it lacks a single fresh idea. Yes, many have complained. The film just feels very derivative. I've seen some people describe the action scenes as the kind of stuff you've seen in plenty of other movies. Incidentally, you're probably getting the idea. I haven't seen the film yet, but I will review it myself in time, if I can stomach it. Forbes had this article: Supergirl reviews have some writing off James Gunn's DCU already. I wanted to include that article because, to be honest, I had personally written it off before this movie even came out. I don't think the DCU was in a good place prior to this film, and certainly not after it. The Hollywood Reporter had this: Supergirl review, Millie Alcock sparks punkish chaos and Jason Momoa brings bad boy energy, but DC's latest caped caper is stuck on autopilot. To be fair, there are a few glowing reviews online, but not that many. At best, you're going to see praise for the performances of Millie Alcock or Jason Momoa, but that's about it. You've got a super cynical, unlikable, misanthropic protagonist who's out to save her poisoned dog from a paper-thin, cookie-cutter bad guy doing bad guy things because the plot requires it. And a lot of people are saying she has zero heroic values. She doesn't care about anything. Her great superpower seems to be being super jaded. She just wants to get drunk and live life like a bum. And this is supposed to be a strong, independent, empowering role model for young women. No thanks. The film has been compared in terms of impact and script quality to the likes of the Marvels, so not exactly high praise in that regard. But incidentally, on the subject of the Marvels, I suspect that Supergirl is going to open to a similar amount at the domestic box office. So this article is from Geeks and Gamers. Supergirl box office starts soft with $8.25 million in previews as flop fears grow. Early preview estimates suggest Supergirl brought in approximately $8.25 million through its Wednesday and Thursday preview screenings, a figure that points toward an opening weekend of roughly $40 million. That would be very low indeed. While Warner Brothers has yet to release official numbers, the estimates line up with weeks of steadily declining box office tracking and reinforce concerns that the latest DC Studios release is headed for a disappointing theatrical debut. We've talked about this extensively as well. We will have the numbers for this weekend, of course, on Monday. I'm expecting somewhere between $40 and $50 million. Ultimately, Supergirl is a fine character to base a movie off, but everything that was done with the character in this movie, I think, was a mistake. That's a quick one for you today, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you've seen Supergirl, I'd love to hear what you think. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.